So a bit about myself, Monica Deng. I have a bachelor's in business marketing. So when a friend of mine mentioned that there is an opening for Pan-Canadian Voice for Women's Housing, I shared my resume, and then a few days later, I'm managing it or coordinating it. So it's really a journey for myself and for doing this work. So Pan Canadian Voice for Women has been going on for a long time, and we just recently had the 8th annual symposium. It involved bringing all those women together, as well as building capacity for them to use their voice. Like, we have power in our voice, and we tend to forget that as women and gender diverse people. I think Pan Canadian is that space and that tool that let women use their voice. I will start with the theme of the 8th symposium. It says housing is a human right, and that is what it is. For us to come here, it's a network of a lot of women-led housing organizations, nonprofit across Canada that sat together and convene to build the Pan Canadian Voice for Women's Housing. Uh, I would say the very first thing that we do as like an impact account is influencing policies, and especially the national housing strategy. We have been working closely with the decision makers, and is to bring that voice of people with lived experience into the strategy, as people who are highly impacted by the housing crisis going on. We do have that component going on, as providing that feedback, as well as setting priority of what to do with the funding policy, all that. At the same time, we do encourage a using your voice as a woman, as a marginalized person, knowing your power. Your voice is your power, and going out there and using it for a better change for the housing in our case. So we have delivered training to many individuals who have gone through the housing crisis and have gone still going through it or have come out of it, to use that story as a resilience, as a tool, as a inspiration to other people who are still going through housing crisis in Canada. So giving women the tools, giving women the voice, giving women the space to converse with decision makers is what really drives us, and the impact is real. I'm here to tell you we have amazing women, resilient women, stories that have been used for personal change. For example, we have media contacts who would there's a share your story on our website tool where you can send your story to the media to be published, and using that to create your own personal strategies. For example, an individual, I will not mention the name, did a campaign, raise funds, and bought their own trailer because in their future they didn't see themselves affording a house in Canada. So the impact is real. The what we do is affecting change every single day. First and foremost is the motivation and the inspiration to keep going for all the advocates out there doing the work. We were in a physical space together. You saw it, how powerful those individuals are, what work they're doing in the community, and giving them the platform and the voice to keep doing that is the first one. It's going to keep going. The second one is the allyships and the groups that are built during the symposium actually continue beyond. So everybody talk to everybody, and they know what to do right after the symposium. As Pan Canadian Voice for Women's Housing in 2023, when we did the 7th annual symposium, we did make a response for the National Housing Strategy just come out with an announcement of funding, and we drafted a calls to action, 15 calls to action for feminist housing agenda that was submitted to the policymakers and the decision makers, which I was so happy to hear from those people working in that capacity, that they're using these tools that we create. They're using these reports. They're using the stories that we have to advocate on behalf of women and gender diverse people. Another impact is actually on the individual level. So seeing somebody in your own situation making it through, telling their story at the symposium, I feel like it's gonna influence more change than what somebody else is going to do for you. So Pan Canadian is really reminding women, you have the power, you have the voice. We are here as women who have gone through that situation. Let's hold hands together and go there together. So on our website, we have advocacy tools, and one of the tools is sending 6 calls to action that guide our work to your local representative, and that's calling on your government representative to do the right thing. So you go on our website, you put in your postal code, your name, your email address, and it just auto populate what you can send. Very easy, 3 clicks at most. You could share your story with the media to raise awareness that homelessness and housing crisis is a big issue in Canada and we need to act fast. In terms of what is coming up, if you're not able to make it to the symposium for various reasons, we are organizing regional gatherings, and regional gatherings are really going to be like a local within regions, within cities, within town, for advocates to meet in person and continue this conversation. Those are coming up. Reach out to us on the website if you're interested. Very exciting is the Pan Canadian Voice for Women Housing podcast. It's called the She They Us podcast. We did a season 1 in 2023. Season 2 and season 3 are coming. So reach out if you want to get involved. We do have a training on voice and power. It's also coming up in spring. So a lot of opportunity to learn how to do the work. A lot of opportunity if you have never advocated before and you're thinking about it. We do a lot of hand-holding programming at Pan Canadian Voice for Women. Yes, I will respond with one of the themes that came up during the symposium, and that is we need a wraparound support service for women and gender diverse people and their children going through housing crisis. So it's not just a roof over your head. It's counseling support, it's legal support, it's everything that can help you succeed as individual and actually get your foot on the ground. This motion doesn't seem like it's supporting that. And my first question when I heard about it is, who is what is the intention and who is in the mind of people who are making this proposal, right? So in my view, it's not people with lived experience that are being centered in this discussion. So we do center the lived experience, and I'm seeing that centering the lived experience would actually involve putting more support, more resources towards supportive housing and to provide those wraparound services and support that individuals need to actually get into, safe housing, affordable housing, and get back into society. I hope you do check out our website and get involved.